What if the next time you ventured into the wild, the sounds of nature were eerily absent? Let's shine a light on a shadowy issue: illegal hunting. This covert activity is causing our wildlife to dwindle at an alarming rate. Picture this. In the past 100 years, tiger populations have plummeted by over 90%, primarily due to illegal hunting. This isn't just about the animals. It's about entire ecosystems thrown off balance. Imagine a world where the majestic roar of the lion or the haunting hoot of the owl is but a distant memory. Illegal hunting, often referred to as poaching, is the silent killer of our precious wildlife. It is a shadowy figure that lurks in the depths of our planet's most beautiful and untouched habitats, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. The motives behind this illicit activity vary, yet they all contribute to the same tragic outcome. Some poachers are driven by economic gain, tempted by the lucrative black market for animal products. The tusks of an elephant, the horn of a rhinoceros, or the skin of a tiger can fetch a high price, providing a tempting incentive for those struggling to make ends meet. Others are lured by the thrill of trophy hunting, the pursuit of a deadly game where the spoils are the magnificent creatures that grace our planet. These hunters seek the adrenaline rush and the status that comes with killing an exotic or endangered animal, treating our wildlife as mere targets for their amusement. Then, there are those who hunt for traditional medicine. Certain animal parts are believed to possess medicinal properties in some cultures. Despite the lack of scientific evidence to support these beliefs, the demand for these animal parts continues to fuel this destructive practice. The illegal wildlife trade is not a small, localized issue. It is a vast, global industry, believed to be worth billions of dollars. It is a grim testament to our failure to protect the very creatures that enrich our world with their beauty, diversity, and ecological significance. This trade thrives in the shadows, away from prying eyes, making it difficult to combat. Yet its effects are starkly visible in the dwindling numbers of our world's most iconic species and the growing silence where once there was a symphony of life. It's a grim reality, but one we must face head-on if we hope to make a difference. As we delve deeper into this issue, we must remember that every creature lost to this silent killer is a blow to our planet's biodiversity, a loss that we cannot afford to ignore. To truly understand the impact, let's delve into a real-life case study: the African elephant. This majestic creature, the largest land mammal on Earth, has been a victim of relentless illegal hunting for its ivory tusks. Historically, the African elephant has graced the continent with its grandeur, but today, this tale of loss paints a grim picture. Over the past few decades, the population of African elephants has seen a drastic decline. From over 1 million in the mid-20th century, we now have less than 500,000 left in the wild. This steep drop in numbers is largely attributed to the insatiable demand for ivory, especially in markets overseas. Experts have voiced their concern over this alarming situation. Dr. Jane Goodall, a renowned primatologist, has called this a genocide. Others have echoed her sentiments, stating that if the current rate of hunting continues unabated, we might lose this iconic species within our lifetime. This isn't just about numbers, though. Each elephant loss is a tragedy in its own right. Elephants are known for their complex social structures, their intelligence, and their deep emotional capacity. When an elephant falls, a family grieves, a community is disrupted, and a piece of Africa's soul is lost. The ivory trade is not just an animal rights issue, it's an environmental issue, an economic issue, and above all, a moral issue. Each tusk taken represents not only a life lost, but also a contribution to the destabilization of ecosystems, local economies, and the global fight against wildlife trafficking. The African elephant, once a symbol of Africa's vast and vibrant wildlife, now teeters on the brink of extinction. We must remember that their loss is our loss too, and it's time we take a stand to protect these magnificent creatures from vanishing forever. Because if we don't, we're not just losing elephants. We're losing a part of our world's natural heritage, a part of our humanity. The loss of a single species has far-reaching implications that extend beyond the obvious. Let's take elephants as an example. They are often referred to as ecosystem engineers because of their unique ability to shape the landscapes they inhabit. With their enormous size and appetite, They clear underbrush and small trees, creating paths for smaller animals and encouraging the growth of certain types of vegetation. Without elephants, these landscapes can dramatically change. The underbrush can become overgrown, making it difficult for other species to navigate. Certain types of vegetation that elephants help proliferate may dwindle, while others that they keep in check might overtake the landscape. This change in vegetation can, in turn, affect the other species that rely on it for food and habitat. But it's not just about the physical landscape. Elephants also play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. They are a keystone species, meaning that they have a disproportionately large effect on their environment relative to their population. Just like removing the keystone from an arch can cause the whole structure to collapse, removing elephants from an ecosystem can have a similarly devastating effect. Their loss can lead to a cascade of changes impacting other species. Predators that rely on smaller animals affected by the changes in vegetation may find their food sources dwindling. Some species may even be driven to extinction as a result of these ripple effects. These ripple effects extend to humans as well. Many indigenous communities rely on the biodiversity of their local ecosystems for their livelihoods. Changes to these ecosystems can threaten their way of life. Moreover, the loss of biodiversity can have implications for scientific research. Many of our medical breakthroughs have come from studying the natural world. Losing species means losing potential sources of new medicines and treatments. When we lose one species, we risk losing many more. It's a domino effect that could result in an ecological disaster. We need to understand and appreciate the intricate web of life that connects us all and strive to protect it. The loss of one species is not just their loss, but ours as well. Despite the grim reality, there's hope yet. Conservation efforts worldwide are battling to turn the tide. From the rainforests of Brazil to the savannas of Africa, people are standing up, refusing to let our wildlife simply fade away. Take a moment and consider the anti-poaching laws. These are not simple regulations, but powerful tools wielded by governments and international organizations. They're cracking down on illegal hunting, imposing hefty fines and severe sentences, and it's making a difference. In the past decade alone, we've seen a significant decrease in poaching incidents in regions once considered hotspots. Then there are the wildlife sanctuaries. These protected havens are more than just safe spaces for animals. They're strongholds, fortresses against the encroachment of human activities. Here, wildlife can thrive without fear, and endangered species get a fighting chance to recover. From the giant pandas in China to the majestic elephants in Thailand, these sanctuaries are helping to bring species back from the brink. But the fight doesn't stop there. Global initiatives like the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species are working tirelessly to protect wildlife on a grand scale. These international collaborations are crucial in curbing illegal wildlife trade, promoting sustainable use, and ensuring that our actions today don't rob future generations of the natural world's splendor. And the results? They're promising. We're witnessing the resurgence of species once teetering on the edge of extinction. We're seeing habitats restored, ecosystems rebalanced. Each success story, every improvement is a testament to the power of collective action, to the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to stand by while our wildlife suffers. Yes, the fight is uphill, but with every small victory, we are one step closer to a world where wildlife thrives. Each of us has a part to play, and together we can write a different ending to this story. A story not of loss, but of recovery, resilience, and ultimately, revival. You may be wondering, how can I make a difference? Well, your role in combating illegal hunting is more substantial than you might believe. It's easy to feel small in the face of such a vast issue, but remember, every great wave starts with a single ripple, and that ripple could be you. You see, individual contribution goes a long way. You can lend your voice to the cause, advocating for stronger laws that protect our wildlife. Get involved in your local community. Start conversations about the importance of conservation and the devastating effects of illegal hunting. Education is a formidable tool, and by spreading awareness, you become part of the solution. Use your social media platforms to share facts, stories, and calls to action. Your network is more powerful than you think. Donating to conservation organizations is another way to contribute. These groups are on the front lines, working tirelessly to protect our planet's precious wildlife. Your financial support can help fund crucial initiatives like anti-poaching patrols, habitat restoration projects, and educational programs. Also, remember to make conscious consumer choices. Avoid products that exploit endangered species or contribute to habitat destruction. Every purchase is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. Remember, every action counts. Together, we can ensure that the wild remains just that, wild and free.